All right, opening tap of this girls' Division 4B championship between Rochester and Mercer Christian. Mercer will be in those white uniforms going right to left. Rochester in the, I think that's black, although I'm so far away I can't tell if it's black or dark green, but we're going to call it black going left to right. As that pass now picked off by Grace Bushin. She'll bring it up into the front court for Rochester. Fires, that's a little short. And the rebound underneath picked up by Carletta. Now a jumper from the wing is good by Bethany Dreyer, and a 2-0 lead for Rochester. So Mercer brings it up. And on the baseline, we have a whistle and a foul in the post on Rochester's Bethany Dreyer, her first, team first. As Mercer plays it up. That pass goes off of Rochester and out of bounds. Once again, if you're joining us for the first time in this tournament, we do not have a scoreboard that we can see. So we have some flip cards that you can kind of see from time to time in this broadcast that are right down there at the scores table. But we do not have a clock per se, so we have to kind of do it ourselves or make a guess at it at least.
Which you didn't start.
And I forgot to start it. So first quarter, we're just really going to have to wing it.
Yeah. All right, here comes Mercer around. Nope, lost it over. Rochester gets the ball. Bringing across the timeline is Kelsey.
Kelsey Scott Avery left it along the baseline. The jumper wouldn't go from Bushin, and a rebound to Mercer.
Kennedy Pugh got that rebound.
Lauren Parrish up into the front court. That knocked away and stolen.
Uh-oh.
Kelsey Scott Avery down the lane, and she'll lay it up and in. A 4-0 lead.
We got our little scorekeeper back again.
He comes to Pugh, works baseline.
Better get it out of there.
There's a trap there. Now off into the corner it goes. Allison Mills trying to bring it near side. That was deflected. Now picked up by Kenzie Bailey. Back to Mills to the free throw line. Jumper there is off the mark by Kennedy Pugh. And it will be Rochester basketball. This is a young Mercer team. One senior, one junior. Everybody else sophomores or below.
Yeah, that's true. And only 3 sophomores.
Little 10-footer is good from Bethany Dreyer. And it is a 6-0 lead for Rochester, and some full court pressure here. That's stolen away. Down the lane. Layup no good by Fillion. And again, full court pressure. Breaking at that time is Mercer as Lauren Parrish brings it up. Going to push it along the baseline. That shot blocked and now taken away and stolen right back. Jumper by Mills won't go. And the rebound to Rochester.
Let's see if we can figure out what defense they're playing. Maybe a 2-3.
3 ball on the wing. Won't go from Bushin. Rebound tipped out. Coming away with it is Kenzie Bailey into the front court. Has that knocked out of bounds. And it will stay with Mercer here. First quarter, 6-0 lead for Rochester. Up front with it is Mills. Swings it over on the wing to Bailey. That's out of bounds. And it will be Rochester basketball.
Yeah, Mercer trying to work the ball around the key there, but went right through the hands of the wing and turned it over.
Kelsey Scott Avery into the front court. Got a whistle and a jump ball, and it will be possession to Mercer. Nope, make it Rochester. Will keep it off the alternate possession.
Scott Avery there went to change directions and didn't realize there's a player standing right there, and she dribbled right into her.
Push it on the far side, dumps it down on the post, goes through the hands of Bethany Dreyer, touched last by Mercer.
All right.
Pass along the baseline, jumper there is no good. Picked up by Dreyer. Back out on the wing, along 2 is off the mark. A rebound to Mercer. Out of the run they come. Kenzie Bailey into the front court. Down the lane. Lays it up and in. And a 6-2 lead now for Rochester here in the first. Jumper on the wing. That won't go by Bushin. Rebound inside. Loose. Now picked up. Off it goes to Dreyer again. Fires. That won't go. And a rebound to Mercer. That knocked away. Picked up on the inside. And now slapped out of bounds. And Rochester will keep it. And this poked away. Now along the baseline of Dreyer. Nowhere to go with it. That kicked out of bounds by Mercer, and Rochester will keep it.
Boy, Rochester's Bethany Dreyer had a nice, short, easy shot, but she looked to try to pass it away instead. If you put it right back up quickly, she'd have gotten 2 points out of it.
Baseline, it goes to Bushin, trying to dump it down low. Now Bushin on the wing, fires a 2, and that's good. 15-footer for Grace Bushin, making it 8-2. The lead now for Rochester. Mercer trying to bring it up. Bailey dribbled it off her foot and out of bounds, and it will be Rochester basketball. Well, the Mercer cheering section has grown dramatically. I think they're getting help from 1 or 2 other teams, too.
It looks big
It's
over there
gotten
anyway.
large. On the baseline, that deflected. Drifts back out front. Avery with it on the wing. 15-footer from Bushin, around and out. Rebound down low, put back up, no. Still loose, picked up by Dreyer, back up, no. And coming away with it, we got a whistle and a foul on the outside. That will be on Grace Bushin. That will be her first, team second.
I just was going to say they must be letting, there goes a bunch of leaving now. I guess they thought they were going to let things go a little bit, and then he called a foul there. So
on the wing, Fillion had that deflected. Now, of course, Mercer's guys team is here too, so getting some assistance from them as well. Matherly fires it from the wing. Actually, that's Grace Bushin with the shot, and it carries out of bounds.
Bailey with the rebound. Looks like Peyton Pugh, another Pugh lady coming in.
So Mercer to play it in, and it comes for Leah Billings. Head down, jumper on the wing is short from Bailey. And they come away with it as Curletta. Now Kelsey Scott Avery into the front court. Step down the lane, goes off the glass, no. It's deflected out, and Mercer now on the run. And Kenzie Bailey made a nice save, but it ends up going to Rochester. And fast break here down the lane, layup good by Michaela Curletta.
Did you know we have, in the midst of our election, we have a Trump here today?
A Trump?
Yep.
There's a runner along the baseline, and that now taken away by Bailey, and then a jumper on the wing is good. 2 from Lauren Parrish. Lauren, by the way, according to this, is a 6th grader.
Yeah, and the Trump girls, Kristen Trump is 6th grader.
Now the 3-ball off the mark on the wing. Rochester gets it back. In the post it goes. Layup missed down low. Put back up, no. And Mercer comes away with it. 10-4 the lead for Rochester. Down the lane. Now dishing it back out to Pugh, Peyton Pugh. Baseline to Harvey as we go down the stretch here in the quarter. On jumper from 15 feet, that's off the mark.
Right off the back of the rim.
By Peyton Pugh, collected again by Mercer.
Kenzie Bailey's 3rd rebound. Oh, she's wide open. She could have put one up there.
And then we got a whistle and a foul on the near side, or was it just out of bounds? Must be just out of bounds.
Oh, boy.
Well, it's played into the far side. That stolen away.
Nice anticipation that time by Michaela.
In the post it goes to Dreyer. Turns,
put up.
fires.
Oh.
That's short. Mercer trying to come out of there with it. Stolen away by Carletta. Jumper on the baseline. No good as the buzzer rang.
Oh.
The end of 1, 10-4 is the lead for Rochester over Mercer. Take a break. Come back with quarter number 2 of this girls 4B championship in just a minute. So start of quarter number 2, a 10-4 lead for Rochester, and they'll have the ball to begin this second period of the girls 4B championship. As in it comes, and Mercer to bring it up against full court pressure here. Far side to Ireland Garrett. Back off to Billings. Leah Billings trying to work right side, and we have a double dribble on Leah. So it will be Rochester basketball. Kelsey Scott Avery into the front court here. Working right side down the lane, had that knocked away. Now along the baseline, that jumper rims around and out. And we have a whistle and a foul down low.
Well, I'll say this much for Bethany Dreyer. She's always in the right place. She's up where that rebounder is supposed to be. She doesn't always get it back up, but she does a nice job in getting that rebound. Oh, got the free throw. Nothing but net.
We'll have one more coming.
Now we have a whole new team coming in for Mercer.
It was the team first on Mercer. Second free throw here from Bethany Dreyer as Rochester leads at 11-4. And that off the mark. And the rebound to Mercer. It's knocked out of bounds. Will be Mercer basketball. If it comes into the front court, Bailey pushes it up. Right. Runner won't go for Harvey. Rebound put back up, no, and collected now by Grace Bushin. Swing it over on the wing. 3 ball, that's off the mark for Tabitha Fillion. Rebound underneath, put back up, no. We got a whistle and a foul. Fouls on Allison Mills. That will be her first, team second. Michaela Carletta, the sophomore forward, shoot a couple of free throws here. First one is off the mark. And the second one banks off, no good.
Oh, there was somebody in the lane too quickly. Going to get another shot out of it. So it's going to have 3 shots, and we've had 3 shots to make 1. Nope. Too high.
He missed that. And a foul over here on the near side on Rochester. That'll be the team third. Underneath that deflects away. Now picked up on the run. Down the lane is Filion. Off the glass, no. Rebound put back up, no. Back up again, no. But we have another foul. Foul on Mercer's Kennedy Pugh. That's her first, team third. Around 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. 11-4 is the lead for Rochester. Free throw is good by Bethany Dreyer. She'll have one more coming here.
Got it. Put it in the
Makes
books.
a pair. It's 13-4 the lead for Rochester as Mercer will get set to put the ball in play. And it comes, and another turnover. On the wing, Avery now in the middle. Jumper there won't go by Dreyer, and the rebound taken away by Mercer.
Well, I thought they had a good one that time. They did a very good play to get the ball inside. That last pass over the lane and then to the short guy, but never made the shot again.
That was on Mercer's. Well, it's on number 33, which I don't have. That'll be her first, team 4. Oh, wait, they switched it around. That'll be the 4th team foul on Rochester. Jumper from the baseline wouldn't go. Now collected back out front. Runner on the wing, no good by Garrett, and that will carry out of bounds.
Oh, my.
Out
the long
front.
one?
That 3 won't go. From Garrett, rebound underneath. Back on the wing, that banks off for Ireland Garrett and put up and in on the inside by Kenzie Bailey.
Well, persistence pays off. They kept at it until they got it in there.
13-6 Rochester, under 5 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah. Mercer's dropping back to the 2-3 zone. Need to get
that shot
rebound back.
Partially deflected. Loose ball, and got a whistle and a 30-second timeout to Mercer. Take a break, come back in a moment. 13-6 is the lead for Rochester. So then it comes down to 4:10 to go in the half. 13-6 the lead for Rochester. That jumper won't go. Now sent back out front to Avery. Over on the wing to Filion. Underneath, and a little floater there is good by Bethany Dreyer.
All right.
15-6.
There's that full court pressure
there's
paying
a
off
steal.
again.
Rochester, wow. I'm not sure if that was a block or a foul, but whatever it was pretty aggressive.
They must be trying to get back on schedule because the referees aren't calling a whole lot.
It's Mercer subs in a whole new group of girls. 3:38 to go in the half. 15-6 is the lead now for Rochester. And that shot off the mark. Rebound picked up underneath by Naomi Bradley. And out on the run comes Fillion. Down the lane, throws it up, no. Loose ball, now set back out front. On the wing, Fillion, try to dump it underneath. That shot blocked. Mercer brings it up, trailing 15-6. 3 in the corner. That won't go for Peyton Pugh.
That was Bethany Dreyer with the rebound. That's her 6th one in this game. Making her presence known.
Free throw line jumper. That bangs around and in for Tabitha Fillion. And it's now a 17-6 lead for Rochester. There's a steal. Down the lane, that runner won't go. Deflects back out and out of bounds. And we got a whistle and a full timeout to Rochester, I believe. They lead at 17-6 over Mercer. Going down the stretch here in our first half. Take a break, come back with more in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA National Tournament.
Families.
So 17-6 is the lead here for Rochester. Off on the wing, Garrett with it. Her pass deflected, tracked down by Bailey for Mercer. Trying to swing it back far side. Runner on the wing is off the mark by Garrett. And now taken away by Rochester. They try to add to the lead. Knocked away from behind by Kenzie Bailey. That's a nice hustle for Kenzie. Getting back on defense.
Now you got the offense set up again, and oh, look at there. Nice. That should be a double dribble, actually.
Tracked down in the corner by Brooke Matherly. And look at that. I forgot to start the clock again. After we just got the whole thing reset, I forgot to start it again.
No.
This deflects back out. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. 17-6 is the lead for Rochester. Again, we have no clock to look at. We do have a score, but no clock. So it's our best guess a lot of the time.
Didn't know if you want to stop that or not.
Every now and then, we get a look at the scoreboard, and I try to keep it on my phone, but when I forget to start it, that becomes a problem. So this bangs around and off. Mercer will bring it up again. Up to far side is Garrett. All the way down the baseline, got cut off. Now shoots and scores.
Hey, there we go.
Nice play from Ireland Garrett, the 8th grader.
Goes all the way down the side over there, opposite us. Comes down the baseline, gets a little short 6-8 foot shot. There's a, got the ball back.
On the post it goes, try to swing it across. Bradley tried to dump it down low. Now this is stolen away on the run. Bailey lost that, and we got a whistle and a foul.
You can't get Kenzie Bailey for lollygagging around.
Nope.
That girl's hustling out there, man.
First foul, team 5th on Mercer as we roll down toward the end of the half.
There's that 2-3
somewhere
zone
around,
picked up again.
Somewhere around 30 seconds
Pass
to
it
go
down
in that.
court.
In the half, and we have
Oh.
layup on the other end by Allison Mills. And it is a 17-10 lead.
Oh,
and that
over
should
and
be
back.
over and back, and is. So Mercer plays it in, trailing 17-10, and that will do it for the half. 17-10 the lead for Rochester at the half. Take a break. We'll come back. Actually, we got to give you the first half scoring totals. That was way too fast to get to a break. For Mercer, scoring in that first half, Allison Mills with 2 points, 2 for Island Garrett, 2 for Lauren Parrish, and 4 points for Kenzie Bailey. Mercer 0 for 2 from three-point range. For Rochester, 2 points for Kelsey Scott Avery, 2 for Tabitha Fillion, 2 for Grace Bushin, 2 for Michaela Carletta. She was 0 for 2 from the line. 9 points for Bethany Dreyer. She was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Rochester 0 for 1 from three-point range. And I'll pass it off to you for our first half in rebounds.
All right, rebounding for Mercer, we have Allison Mills with 1. Her teammate Leah Billings had 2. Aaliyah Harvey had 2. Kendi Pugh had 4. Peyton Pugh had 1. And Kenzie Bailey had 3 for a total of 13 for Rochester. Kelsey Scott Avery had 2. Naomi Bradley had 4. Tabitha Fillion had 1. Grace Bushin had 1. Abby Gramado had 1. Let's see. Michaela Carletta had 3. And Bethany Dreyer had 6. 6 of them for Bethany. That's a nice first half. And Mary Fillion had 1 for a total of 19. So Rochester's got the rebounding edge 19-13. Halftime score 17-10 Rochester.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with your second half in just a little bit. You're watching the NCSAA National Championship Tournament. Start of half number 2. Mercer with the ball, first trailing 17-10 to Rochester. Allison Mills down the lane, throws it up off the glass. That won't go. Rebound picked up, put up, no. And now collected by Dreyer. Off it comes to Carletta, tried to get down the lane, lost that. And on the corner for Avery, they swing it back over for Bushin underneath. That shot won't go by Dreyer, and we got a whistle and a jump ball. And it will be possession to Rochester here. 17-10, they lead it. 7:20 to go in our third quarter.
Well, Mercer is a young team. They got one senior, one junior.
Off the glass and scoring is Bethany Dreyer, making it 19-10 Rochester. Up with it is Bailey. Out front to Mills. Now back over to Bailey again. Trying to work down the lane, nowhere to go with it. Back outside to Mills. Holds there, that pass deflected out of bounds, and it will be Mercer basketball. Baseline jumper, that gets stuck in between the rim and the backboard. And it will be Mercer basketball.
You know, that referee, the umpire did a pretty good leap there.
Yeah, and he's not a big guy either.
No, he's not. He's not very tall.
And it comes along the baseline. Shot there won't go. Got a whistle and a jump ball.
Yeah, he surprised me. He just walked up and leaped up there and knocked that ball loose up on the rim.
Rochester brings it up. Carletta underneath, back in the middle. 10-footer won't go by Filion. Rebound back up, no. And we got a whistle and a jump ball. Will be Mercer basketball. Mills back up into the front court. Shoots from the free throw line. That won't go. Rebound carries out. On the run is Rochester. Down the lane. Layup won't go from Avery. Rebound put back up. No. Now Brooke Matherly with it. She lost it. Tracked down by Bailey. She'll get it back on the outside. Try to come back out front. That's stolen away. Kelsey Scott Avery with it. Ahead for Bushin. Off the glass, no. Rebound to Avery. And that jumper out front is good. 21-10 Rochester. Bailey sails that pass out of bounds. And it will be Rochester basketball as Leah Billings checks in for Mercer.
Yeah, they kind of picked up the pace a little bit in the game, and nice play pass down court, a little bit long.
Off it comes for Bushin to the free throw line for Carletta. Now jumper on the baseline won't go by Filion. Track down now to the wing for Avery. Baseline for Filion again, tried to swing it back near side. And out of bounds it goes. So it will be Mercer basketball. They trail at 21-10 here in the third.
This game close to us now is at 19-3. And looks like
the other way down the lane. That runner won't go by Parrish. Shot out front, no good by Billings. And now taking away Rochester down the lane. That's knocked away, and it will stay Rochester basketball.
Well, Michaela had a nice idea, but she had nobody down with her, so she might as well just pull the ball out and set it up. Not lose the opportunity to score.
That shot won't go. Underneath, got a whistle and a foul.
Bethany Dreyer, she back up the second time. Got fouled as on her way up.
So that foul, I believe, is on Peyton Pugh. That would be her first, team first this half. Free throw off the mark by Dreyer. And she will have one more coming. And that is good.
A four-court pressure again by Rochester as they bring the ball up the court. Lost the ball, stolen. Here comes Rochester in. Missed the shot. But
runner off the mark and put back up and in underneath
by Tabitha
Fillion with the bucket. It's 24-10. Down to about 3 minutes to go in this quarter. Tracked down by Billings. And we got a whistle and a foul call. On the far side, that shot won't go. And again, Rochester up with it, leading 24-10. Here as we head down the stretch in the third quarter. It's in the middle, broken up. And now we got a whistle and a foul on Rochester's Michaela Carletta. That is her first, team first this half. So Kristen Trump into the front court, trying to work left side. And spin back around off to Parrish. Now on the wing for Harvey.
Well, that zone defense is almost out to the court, the out of bounds line.
That shot wouldn't go. Picked up by Trump. Trying to dump it underneath. Shot there is no good. It's tracked down by Harvey. Trying to go back out front. Stolen away. Out on the run. Kelsey Scott Avery missed the layup. Rebound put back up and in by Tabitha Fillion.
Good job by Tabitha following the play. Again, she didn't take it for granted it would be made. She went in behind her.
Parrish back to the near side. That goes out of bounds. And it will be Rochester basketball. Somewhere around the 2-minute mark to go in the third. Again, we can't see the scoreboard, so just trying to do our best here.
Well, let's see. I guess that's a 3-2 zone defense, I think.
Jumper on the wing, that won't go by Fillion. Rebound put back up, no. Still loose on the inside, and we've got a jump ball. It'll be possession to Rochester, and now a whole new lineup back in for Mercer.
Almost 4. One girl staying. Again, 3-2 zone still out there, and here comes Rochester bringing the ball out.
Back to the far side. We got a whistle and another jump ball to be possession of Mercer.
Well, that was a good hustle by Allison Mills that time. Tied her up before she get rid of the ball.
Up it comes. Now out on the wing.
Shot.
Jumper there off the mark by Garrett. And the rebound to Michaela Saucer, and back up comes Rochester. Avery on the wing. Back out front along two.
Yes.
That banks in for Tabitha Fillion. 28-10. The lead now for Rochester. So we get down toward the end of the third quarter. Runner on the wing. That's no good by Mills. Rebound tracked down on the inside. We got a whistle and a jump ball.
Yeah. Scott Avery got the rebound, but she couldn't get out of there. Two girls were grabbing on the ball around her and tied her up.
Will be Mercer basketball. 28-10 is the lead for Rochester. Shot inside blocked. Blocked again, and that'll do it for the third quarter. 28-10 is the lead for Rochester after 3. We'll take a break, come back with quarter number 4 of this girls 4B championship in just a minute.
All right.
So, in it comes Rochester to fire it from the wing.
There we go.
That's good to start the fourth quarter. Kelsey Scott Avery with the bucket. It's I believe, 30-10 lead. That sails out of bounds.
Yep, she's got it. 30-10.
Will be Mercer basketball.
All right. Mercer bringing in and
shot at the free throw line.
Made it.
Banks in for Ireland Garrett. It's a 30-12 lead now for Rochester. Pass the middle of the paint for Mary Fillion. That's deflected, stolen away. Bailey out on the run, launches it ahead. Down the lane is Garrett. She lost it, and it will stay Mercer basketball.
Well, she had the right idea, getting a fast break going, get the person farther down the court than her. Just couldn't quite hang on to it.
Now front Mills with it. Trying to keep it right side. Back to Mills out front. And got a whistle and a foul on.
Yeah, it's going to be Scott Avery.
Rochester's Kelsey Scott Avery. That will be her first, team second.
Yeah, she was going to make a little jab for the ball, and they zigged and zagged at the wrong time for her, and so she hit her. But one of those, she said, "Oh man." There's a shot outside.
The baseline
no.
along 2 won't go for Ireland Garrett. Tracked down by Bailey. Top to Mills. They swing it around to Garrett again. Jumper in the baseline's blocked out of the hands of Kennedy Pugh by Bethany Dreyer, and it will be Mercer basketball. Whistle and a foul in the post.
Yeah, that's going to be on Bethany Dreyer, I think. Kind of a wasted foul there. They had her trapped, didn't have to foul her. She couldn't get a ball out of there. Pretty soon it'll be 5 seconds. Oh, Bethany Dreyer blocked another one. That's 2 shots she's blocked here in this little sequence of events.
I think she's got 3 fouls. It's either 2 or 3. Sometimes it's tough to pick up those foul calls. I know it's team third on Rochester. Mercer back on defense here, and that shot up and good by Bethany Dreyer. And it's 32-12 Rochester. Down the lane, Mills trying to dump that off. Stolen away by Fillion. Tabitha back the other way. I'm not sure if she thought the ref was a player.
I don't know.
There was nobody else there but him.
She was passing up court to somebody else over the defensive player, but there was no players down there except the referee.
So a 5-player substitution here for Mercer as they change out everybody. Leah Billings into the front court. Off on the wing for Bethany Mays. Now in the post for Harvey. And then the jumper in the corner is good by Leah Billings. It's 32-14. Back up with it comes Rochester. On the wing to Saucer. Her jumper is off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Kelsey Scott Avery. Her jumper's no good. Rebound collected down low by Mays. Bethany trying to bring it up and tripped out of bounds. And it will be Rochester basketball as they have a few substitutions of their own.
Yeah, they brought in 3 girls this time. We are in the fourth quarter, aren't we?
Pass down low, now saved. On the wing to Bushin. Out front to Abby Gramado. Now underneath, that's taken away. And Mercer will bring it back up. Off to Mays. I don't know if Bethany Mays thought she heard a whistle or what, but she gets called for traveling because she just started walking over near the sideline. I don't know.
She probably thought it was a whistle in the other game. She probably thought it was her game and kind of got her confused. And
on the baseline, jumper there won't go by Bushin. Now out of there with it is Billings. Billings down the lane, lost it, and eventually went out of bounds. So it will be Rochester basketball. 32-14 is the lead for Rochester here with roughly 4 minutes and some change to go in the game.
Well, another break in action here as the ball is being rounded up and gotten back. Here we go.
Jumper on the baseline won't go. Rebound picked up by Naomi Bradley. And now that's thrown away into the near side court. And Mercer plays it in as they trail it 32-14. And that pass picked off back the other way. Here comes Gramado, and then it's stolen right back. Billings with it for Mercer. Up it comes to Mays. Baseline for Harvey. Jumper on the wing. That won't go by Billings. Tipped out of bounds, and it will be Rochester basketball. And again, all 5 players subbed out for Mercer.
Hey, this team scored again. It's up to 8 points now.
So Rochester plays it in. Abby Gramado fires it ahead to Bushin. Now a pass
Nice
down
pass.
low,
She
deflected. That shot off the mark. Rebound to Gramado. Back on the wing, 12-footer. That won't go for Saucer. Now along 2 out front. That's off the mark. Rebound put back up, no, by Bradley. And finally claimed in the corner by Brooke Matherly for Mercer. Mills over to Bailey, and she'll put it in along that baseline. Kenzie Bailey with the bucket. Down around 3 minutes to go in the game. 32-16 is the lead for Rochester.
Look at the full court pressure on. Well, she didn't even pay attention to
And
it.
it comes to Bradley, and she will lay it in. Good pass. Naomi Bradley finishes it off. 34-16. Garrett into the front court. On the wing to Bailey. Swing it back out front. Parrish with it. Over to the near side to Bailey again. And we got a double dribble on Allison Mills. And now 4 people sub back into the lineup for Rochester here. Pass comes in. Rochester brought up by Avery.
Nice pass underneath.
Gives it down low. That shot won't go by Dreyer. Rebound, no. And now taken away by Kenzie Bailey along the far side. Almost lost it out of bounds. Now keeps it in play and threw it away. Perletta ahead. Runner bunt out of bounds off the hands of Tabitha Filion, but we do have a whistle and a foul on Lauren Parrish. That will be her first, team second on Mercer.
You know, we've said that when you're going to foul someone going for layup, make sure she doesn't make it.
She didn't make it. That is true. She did keep her from doing that much. Free throw off the mark.
And actually clear back on the wall on the floor over there. She didn't make the layup.
So second free throw upcoming here. 1:07 to go in the game. That free throw bangs around and in. So 1 on a 2 for Tabitha Fillion. And that pass stolen, then shot blocked out of bounds. Down to around 1 minute to go in this one. 35-16 is the lead for Rochester. In the post, it goes for Avery. Now back outside. That jumper won't go from Bushin. Tracked underneath. And a little shot rattles around it in. As this game starts to grind to a close, 37-16. And stolen away on the far side. Down the lane, that runner won't go. Mercer's got it now. Lauren Parrish to bring it up. Down to the last few seconds of this game. Now stolen away by Rochester. Ahead to Fillion. Good pass across. Layup missed by Curletta. Down to the last couple of seconds here. Loose ball on the floor. Mercer will bring it up, and that'll do it. They won't get the shot off. And our final 37-16. Rochester wins the girls Division 4B championship. Final scoring totals. First of all, for Mercer, 2 points for Allison Mills, 2 for Leah Billings, 4 points for Ireland Garrett, 2 for Lauren Parrish, and 6 for Kenzie Bailey. Mercer 0 for 2 from three-point range. For Rochester, 6 points for Kelsey Scott Avery, 2 for Naomi Bradley, 9 for Tabitha Fillion. She was 1 of 2 from the line. 4 for Grace Bushin, 2 for Michaela Curletta. She was 0 for 2 from the line. 14 points for Bethany Dreyer. She was 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Rochester 0 for 2 from three-point range. And when you're ready, we'll get the final rebounding totals here.
Rebounding for Mercer, we had Allison Mills with 1. Bethany Mays had 1. Leah Billings 4 rebounds. Ireland Garrett had 1. Kristen Trump had 2. Aaliyah Harvey had 1. Kennedy Pugh had 6. Lauren Parrish had 1. Peyton Pugh had 1. And Kenzie Bailey had 5 for 23 rebounds for Mercer. For Rochester, Kelsey Scott Avery had 6. Naomi Bradley had 7. Tabitha Fillion had 5. Grace Bushin had 2. Abby Gramado had 3. Michaela Coletta had 5. Michaela Saucer had 1. Bethany Dreyer had 10. And Mary Fillion had 1 for a total of 40. So 40-28, Rochester came out on top in the rebounds as well.
So Rochester wins the girls 4B championship. Up next at noon is the girls Division II championship between Grace Brethren and Granger. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with that in just a little bit. You've been watching the NCSAA National Championship Tournament.